In this presentation, we'll be talking about how to handle working in groups. It sounds something very simple, but in reality, it's not as simple because people will actually work by themselves, get their stuff done, than to deal with more than one person and have their schedule in there, and certain things come along with working with groups. To communicate with groups, it's a phone call away, text, email, certain applications like Slack. You can create groups, and it's a lot easier to do with things with technology because a lot of people don't have the same schedule as you would. And to be understanding is a lot easier because once a group is in harmony and is not going to dispute about certain things, then everything goes by a lot smoother. Structuring time is a big component in groups because if you have multiple people in a group around six to eight, that's 8 different schedules you have to deal with. And finding time and being in the same place is very, very difficult because people have a life, work, maybe extracurricular activities. They play a sport in school, so that takes the majority of the time. And putting everyone in one place is a big key component to having a good base in the group. And if a certain person in the group cannot show up to the event or the meeting or whatever thing they scheduled, the smartest thing to do is for the person to get the thing done, get their all information set together, maybe give it to a person in the group, give it to them, and they can discuss it, or just so the material's there. And if it's not there, well, the group cannot move forward, which is something that the group does not want to have because that's when disputes happen, and you never want that because you just don't want that. And the way I would make things a little easier is being in person. Face-to-face contact, communication goes a long way because the old-fashioned way is always best. The good thing about being in face-to-face is you can pick each other's brains out. Once someone has an idea, they say it out, they discuss it. Maybe someone disagrees. It's a lot easier to have a conversation in person than in text because a certain emotion goes towards their idea. And if they choose their side, they say their side. They give their ideas, they back up what they're trying to say. The group can debate or say whose idea is better, or actually put those two ideas together and collaborate them, and maybe a deal will come out a lot better. And obviously brainstorming does come with coming together, because you say an idea, or I say, I like Apple, or I'd rather have Google, but there's always a line in between that you can mesh up those ideas and send something in between. The virtual part, about if you don't meet up and you're going to do a meeting online, the easiest thing is you can send a bulk of information to one another instead of reading out loud to each other. And it's a lot easier because if I'm going to read this whole thing to you, you might not pay attention, but if I send information to you, you can just sit down, read it all, and it's going to make a lot more sense to you. Videos as well. If you want to see a video that I have or I've seen, just email it to you, and life is just going to breeze on by with the group. And of course, the only way to do that is to use certain applications, certain applications to be sending it to the what. In this generation, a lot of people have MacBooks, a lot of people have used Google and whatnot. iCloud is a very efficient way to send documents because it's just one click away. If you have a MacBook, a phone, or anything, just within a second it's driven. And another resource that I would be able to use is the Google Drive, because even if you don't have a Google account, it takes 2 to 3 minutes to make, and it's a breeze. And if another partner in your group doesn't have it, they can make it as well. Another common one will be like the Dropbox and OneDrive as well, of course. And the big key thing about having a successful group is making sure you communicate. Making sure you communicate, because without communication, and just if you're a part of the group and you don't say one single word, and days by days go by and no one hears you, people are going to have certain thoughts about you not participating, and you're going to come out of the blue, and that's never a great thing. because you want to get your points. You want to be part of the group. You want to be put in the effort, and it feels nice once you get a good grade in a certain presentation. It puts all the work you put into a certain presentation. It's worth the while. You gotta stay focused because when you work in a group, it's kind of easy to just veer off and kind of put all the work on this person or put all the work on this person, and you just gotta work together, stay focused, stay on track, and just keep your lives forward. And you gotta work together. That's when it comes into staying focused. You stay focused. Everyone stays focused. You gotta work together and just get the job done. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.